Hey, Mystic Michaela, spiritual family. Welcome to Know Your Aura with Mystic Michaela today. Live life like a pink aura. If you weren't aware by now, we've been doing this little series here on Know Your Aura podcast where we talk about the life hacks, the life advice, and the life inspiration from each aura color. So far, we've done green, blue, yellow, and purple. And you can look back not too far. You can scroll back and find those Live Life Like a episode. And pink, if you feel like you're pink or you are pink or you haven't listened to this episode yet, I've done actually a pink huge deep dive, episode 176. But today, it is Live Life Like a Pink. But first, hey, Scotty.
Hey, guys. Now, we had a very intense production meeting before this podcast.
We did.
And it was really just to decide what color we were going to do next.
Yeah.
And I kept waffling back and forth between pink and turquoise.
Yeah.
Pink and turquoise.
Right.
And pink won out.
Pink won out.
Now, turquoise is coming.
Right.
And really the only reason why that pink, I did go with the pink instead of the turquoise is because then I would have this opening bit.
Yes.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have had it if I went turquoise.
You're doing it not just to trigger the turquoises, also because you need something to talk about.
Exactly. It's more that I need
Yes.
to add something to this podcast.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
This is your bit.
You're going to talk about all the valuable information about
Yeah.
pinks, and I just add this.
Yes.
So,
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's start here.
All right.
Let's just start by defining the pink aura.
What is pink? What is living life like a pink aura? So living life like a pink aura means you have kind of a Disney princess attitude about things. So think about just kind of an idealistic, optimistic nature about everything. Sometimes I call this the joy bubble. It's the little reality pinks carry around in them. Think of like Glinda, the Good Witch's bubble that she travels around with. And when they're balanced, they can kind of do that thing where she takes it off and then puts it back up. Like they can do that like when they're balanced. When you're not balanced, you can, as a pink, sometimes where you can get in trouble is you're stuck there. And then you avoid reality so wonderfully and you end up getting in situations that aren't good for you. Like people take advantage of you or people keep you as like a pet, you know, things like that. And you're like, oh my gosh, like how did this happen? Oh, I was avoiding reality and just living in my pink or a joy bubble the whole time. So, you know, it's the idealistic nature and naivete that they get slammed for by the 3D physical reality, where it's like, oh, they get assumed as they're not smart or they're airheady or their head's in the clouds, but they are aware of everything that's going on. They just choose what to and what not to give their attention to. That's why I see pink auras as amazing manifestors, because they know like intrinsically what you give your energy to grows, and they will not give their energy to like negative people, negative situations, a negative comment. They'll just poof, disappear, you know, into their joy bubble and then out of your life. Okay. They're also like very family centered, and, you know, they make great moms, great like sisters, great partners, great, and men can be pinks too. I just don't see it a lot in adults. I talk about that more in my pink deep dive episode, by the way, like why I see more females as pinks. They love beautiful things. They love to make special moments. They're very hopeful. Yeah, that's my pink aura in a nutshell.
What about like when it comes to like timelines? Do they have different timelines than, let's say, the other color? I mean, other colors? I don't know.
That's really interesting. Yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up, because whenever I do a reading on a pink, sometimes they read younger. It's really interesting. Like they just feel younger. They even if they look, you know, 30, they'll feel 20, you know, like that. Or if they look 8, they'll feel 4, like a little bit. Because it's, how do I put it? There's this thing that I just learned because our kid is in AP psychology, and I was talking to her about this episode because I noticed with pink auras, people are like, when are you getting married? When are you having kids? When are you getting a job? When are you moving out? When are you doing this? When are you doing that? You know, even like little kids, pinks, like, well, when are you going to get into, you know, whatever, the new fad, and they're still playing with dolls, like that kind of thing. And my daughter, she's like, oh, that's a psychology term. It's called social clock. Oh, okay. And it's basically like what people, all of us do. We all are guilty of it. Like when are you having a baby? Okay. You have a baby. When are you having your second?
So you mean like society has kind of agreed by this age you have to get married.
Yeah.
And by this age you should have your third kid.
Yeah. And everybody like
agrees
pressures
to it.
you.
Right.
And I feel like pink auras are less susceptible to social clock than other aura colors.
Interesting.
So they can sometimes look around and they're like, wait a second, am I behind? Like, wait a second, I don't have my career completely on track, or I'm not married, or I didn't move out yet, or I'm not, wearing this outfit. I still like to wear my My Little Ponies t-shirt, like that. They're not as noticing the social clock pressures that other aura colors are noticing. It's probably because of the pink joy bubble.
Yeah.
They do what they like. They can also get kind of, that's
on
funny.
their own timeline.
They're on their own timeline. It's funny because they can get stuck in like fashion fads too because of this a little bit.
So you're saying there's a lot of pinks walking around with 90s clothes on?
Yeah. But they own it and it like works for them. Or they're like, I don't know, I really liked the millennium fashion. And then they just like, they're wearing the glitter, they're wearing it, they're doing it.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that for me too. The red.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
I just bought like Champion shorts.
So
and I was wearing those when I was in high school.
Okay. When we do Live Life Like a Red, that might have to come up.
All right. What about when a pink decides it's time to get into a relationship, romantic or friends, whatever, relationships?
Pink auras in a relationship. Let's say like either friendships or partnerships. They really don't get jealous. Now we all get jealous. Like that's very normal. It's a normal human thing of the ego. But pink auras, I would say they get less jealous than other aura colors. They're more kind of like, all right, so let's say their best friend's getting married, and they're single right now. They're like, oh my God, I'm so excited for her. I'm going to help her plan. And what they do is like they ride the vibe. So that's why another reason why they're great manifestors is because they know that intrinsically that feeling happy for someone else actually gives you that same abundance in your own life in its own way. But they are truly a cheerleader for people in their life. They're big supporters. They won't say anything negative. If they have something, they're really good at, if they have nothing positive to say, they'll just shut their mouths. Because they don't put energy into it. Very much like shrug. I don't want to talk about her. If somebody's nasty, like, I don't want to talk about that person. I'm moving on, like that. In relationships, like romantic relationships, they're very fun loving. They like a lot. They're not always like very serious. I think that can get them in trouble sometimes because people misconstrue that as shallow, but they're not. They just they just try to, you're going through something. Well, instead of let's hashing it out, let's have a sleepover. Let's go out. Let's go to this fun dinner spot I found. Like let's go to this theme park. They try to pull you into their joy bubble world as a way to provide you escape. So sometimes like you have to really kind of sit them down and look at them and be like, we're having a serious conversation and we're going to be serious right now. And they're like, it's a lot for them. They're very persuasive. They just are like contagious. They're like, oh my gosh, like let's have milkshakes at this place. And you're just like, wow, that sounds like a great idea for some reason. Like their energy and enthusiasm is very contagious. I also noticed, this is like a random thing I noticed with pink auras, they always know what to order. Like I, as an indigo, suck at walking up to a counter and just knowing what to order, like especially at a new place. But if you're with a pink, all of a sudden they're like, I'll get and then whatever they get, it's like, how'd you know to get that? This is your first time here too. And they're just like, I don't know. Like they get like and they just know what to do. They follow some sort of like intrinsic joy thread. Okay. It's really interesting. They're very playful. They're very adoring. And in love, they're really good with greens. Okay. And they're really good with blues. I mean, they could work with anybody, but they're really good with green auras. I think green aura partners are good for pinks.
What about a red? Would a red...
Reds and pinks.
It might just be like the red... Might just be like, what are you doing? Kind of thing.
Reds are stubborn and pinks are stubborn.
It's a little stubborn.
Yeah, reds are loud stubborn. Pinks are passive stubborn. So like a red's going to be like, this is what I want you to do. And a pink's just going to be like, I can't hear you. Like, what, you say something? Like, they're just like, they're going to do exactly what they want to do. Right.
Or maybe like the red would think it's so illogical.
Yes.
What they're doing, even though it's fine. It's totally fine. But the red might just take it as incredibly illogical or something like that.
I also feel like in relationships, like sometimes, how do I put, like a red aura might want to settle down. And get you off the market. Let's wife you up. Like, let's get married. Let's start having kids. And a pink could be like, that is stressful. Okay. Like, ooh, that's a lot. That's like, you're pressuring me to get on some sort of timeline. And like that. And I see that a lot with like the famous pinks. By the way, I see some like famous pink auras struggling a little bit with, oh my God. I see this all, it's so crazy because I don't want to offshoot into celebrity stuff, but like Caitlin Bristow, and when she was with what's his name again? Oh my God, you guys are telling me right now as I forget her last fiance.
I have no idea.
I'm so bad at this. Jason Tartick. Okay. He was red and she's pink. And I just feel like that's probably what happened. Like he was like, can we like move this along? And she's like, like that.
Yeah.
I think this happens a lot. I see it like in the Dallas cheerleaders, Reese is pink, purple. You don't watch this show.
No.
And she like had to kind of like leave the team because you could tell like she was just blowing up. She was like the favorite. She was blowing up. She was just everybody loves pinks. Everybody wants to know a pink, watch a pink. Pinks aren't even doing anything. They're just living their life. It's just everyone's just like, I love you. I want you. Dance for me. What are you doing? Like, it's creepy, but not. It's kind of like she's just so sweet and you feel it. So she actually had to retire. And everyone was like blaming her husband for it because they were like, she made her do it. Da, 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 because she was getting too much attention. Da, 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 da. And you could tell she was like suffering for it, and maybe there wasn't room for her to be both wife and star in that relationship. So you see kind of like they can struggle a bit with that.
Okay, interesting. All right, what about, let's move on to careers.
Okay, careers and pinks. Now, pinks, like I said, they're very contagious. So if they're doing something, everybody wants to do it, which makes them amazing influencers. And I know as a red, you roll your eyes. But that's a job now.
It's a job.
It is. Like, it is. Like, they just do one thing and everyone's like, I'll buy it. Like that. Like anything. So they really are good at influencing, but they're also good at, I guess, like, I see them as estheticians, a lot of beauty industry stuff, like wedding planners, event planners. They're good at, like, florists. They're good at kind of kitschy little ideas. Like, I have like a wedding venue entertainment center. Like, I just read somebody recently and their whole thing was they brought like an ice cream cart to people's weddings. And it's like the cutest thing. They create a whole moment at a wedding or any event. And it was like, wow, that's so pink. Like, you're just doing such a pink thing right there. They're also good, like selling things like real estate agents or, because everyone's like, oh, wow, I don't know. There's something about like when you showed me the place, it just felt more interesting.
Performing arts, or is that more purple?
Yeah, they can do really well in like singing, like maybe podcasting, dancing, reality shows.
Yeah, it seems like the reality show stars that are pink get known.
The pink aura stars, like people just kind of like, they get a lot of crap, but they get a lot of love too. They get a lot of loyalty. Yeah. They get a lot of loyalty.
Well, the most famous pink would be Marilyn
Monroe was pink, They really do get vilified by 3D society. They get really picked on, especially the women for just kind of like owning their femininity in the way that they do. Obviously, they get harassed for it and picked on for it.
Yeah, and like you always say, people want to put them in the cage.
People want to put pinks in a pink cage. Yes.
All right. What about connection, healing?
Yeah, like how do they find themselves again? I think like pink aura self-connection, higher self-connection happens with a lot of artistic expression. So maybe they create like a new, I don't know, like a lightscape for their bedroom and a nice, and then I did a 90s theme and I got a comforter and then I have like a canopy and I have like they kind of redo their room, that kind of thing. What else? Like romantic novels, old movies. Sometimes they go on like deep dives, like this will be the summer of my, I don't know, everything I'm doing is Wuthering Heights. I'm going to read it. I'm going to see every single movie. I'm going to, have a Wuthering Heights party with my friends. We're all going to dress up, like that kind of thing. Like just like throw themselves at something, really immerse themselves in it. Family time, how they connect and heal is like, all right, I'm going to create a moment with my family. Like we're all going to go to this theme park together. Today we're going to have a Saturday picnic. And I made all these cute little foods and things. They're really great. Like as moms, I see them like running the Girl Scout troop, for example, and they do all the fun activities, things like that. Yeah.
All right. What about health issues?
I think pink auras have to watch mental health is a big one. Okay. Just because it's really hard to be in the bubble and then leave it for a minute, and it can be a very rude awakening. So, and it can be a little depressing, and like the vibe in your joy bubble can be really high, but then you have to take it down because we live in this world. And so sometimes if you take it down in a space where you're not ready for it, or you're not prepared, you don't have your boundaries in place or whatnot. It can be like, oh, wow, that was really harsh and intense and stressful, and it can cause a lot of just kind of like an unsupported emotions and whatnot. I think like reproductive health sometimes is something like pinks have to watch out for different issues with their menstrual cycles or different issues with regulation of that.
Okay. And what about pinks as kids?
Pinks as kids, I mean, I think the Peter Pan syndrome, you know, I don't want to grow up, is a big thing for pinks. But they carry it they carry it for a while. Like, they're going to have that forever. They might have that forever. They have kids who are pinks often, how do I put it? Like, they don't want to grow up. I see that all the time. They want to stay little. They understand all their friends are moving past craft time or moving past Girl Scouts or moving past being into ponies or something. And they're 10, 11, 12, and they still want to play with Barbies. You know, they don't want to do all that other stuff. They're not going to be, I'm not into boys like they're into boys. You know, I'm not moving forward like that. And it's a choice, and it's something that they want to do. They're going to be stuck in that playful mindset. Play is very important to them, and they're very stubborn. I always say pinks are delightfully stubborn as children. If they have an idea and if they have a thought, they're sticking with it, and it's hard to move them off of it.
All right. Now, the number one thing that we get with pinks, you'll confirm them sometimes as a child.
Yes.
I don't know what color, pink and
yellow.
Right. Sure. Pink, blue, whatever.
Right.
And then, you know, they grow up.
Yeah.
They have their life. Now they're in their late 20s, 30s,
Yeah.
whatever. And then you see a photo of them, and it comes out purple, yellow. Oh,
Yes.
Okay, whatever. Purple,
Yeah.
blue, whatever.
Right. The
And
pink
they're- and the
turned into a
pink-
different color.
And the
Right.
pink's gone. And a lot of times they have a little bit of a freak out.
I know.
So, and they want to get that pink back.
Right.
So what happened there? Why did that change? And then
Yeah.
what can they do maybe to get the pink back?
Some aura colors don't hold up. It's just, I think, like, as we grow up in our society, and it's not your fault, and sometimes it's nobody's fault. It's just because we live in this world, and conditions were just a certain way where you had to change up a color. So a lot of times, for example, let's say I see a pink yellow kid, and all of a sudden, like, they're older and they're a teen or they're in their 20s, and it's like, oh, now you're purple yellow, you know.
Right.
And it doesn't mean it's inauthentic purple, you know, that your pink turned into, for example. It just means that you needed to change that up so that you could function and survive and just kind of get through life. I noticed that you can, once a pink, always a pink, you know, by the way. And this happens with other colors too. Like, I see I've talked about this, like, with yellow boys, usually they lose it, you know, as they grow. So it's not just pink. This happens with other aura colors too, from childhood to adulthood. But once a pink, always a pink. And I find that once you're pink and then you kind of understand the pink thing and you kind of lean into, like, how I speak about pinks, and you start to kind of practice with the pink, you can bring it back. And it doesn't matter. I always say this, it doesn't matter if I see it or not. You know, it's really you have all the power. I always say this to everybody, like, you have all the power. It's really how you feel, and you have to give yourself that validation. But I would say, like, lean into pink, practice pink, you know, have your little playtimes, do the pink socialization, you know, try to practice it for a couple hours, be in a joy bubble, things of that nature, and see what happens. And it can come back. You know, and even if I don't see it, or even if it's, like, doesn't show up on an aura photo or something like that, it doesn't mean it's not there. Right. It means that you're just embodying. Right. It's kind of inner child connection. Okay. I know, but people do freak out. They're like, "What did I think? What did I do? Did I do
there's
something
probably
wrong?"
some jerky red guy that knocked the pink out of them. And you know what? Do the pink punch and get it back.
It's society. Right. Oh, the pink punch. Yeah, the pink
punch.
Chat came up with the pink punch, which is funny. But you don't know what's coming. You don't know what's coming.
We asked the best group on Facebook, the
Yes.
Mystic Michaela Spiritual Family, for some pink hacks, pink advice, maybe ways to get your pink back or whatnot. We'll take a quick break, and we'll talk about that.
If you are a mom and you're considering a weight loss journey and you don't really know where to start, I really want you to give this story a listen. So this podcast is sponsored by Veracity. Allie Egan, Veracity's founder, CEO, and certified hormone health coach. She experienced the effects of compromised metabolic health firsthand. So for years, Allie struggled with undiagnosed Hashimoto's, an autoimmune disease that impacts the thyroid, which is a key metabolic gland. So super desperate, Allie found the functional medicine, which treated her underlying root causes and allowed her to finally take her health back into her own hands. And by transforming her metabolic health, Allie is now Hashimoto's free and the mother of 2 beautiful children. With Veracity and their most popular product, Metabolism Ignite, you get an all-natural way to slim down, get energized, and sharpen your focus. Metabolism Ignite is the #1 doctor-recommended GLP-1 booster and GLP-1 alternative. Metabolism Ignite actually has sold out 10 times for a reason. There are no side effects, no allergens. With Veracity's drug-free, clinically proven, and doctor-formulated solutions, you can support your body's needs to live your healthiest life. I've been taking Metabolism Ignite for a while now. I take 2 capsules with breakfast, and I do feel energized and focused all day, and I don't have those cravings like in mid-afternoon like I used to have, and I don't need more than 1 cup of coffee to get me through the day either. What's in Veracity? It's a unique blend of lemon, verbena, and hibiscus extracts, green coffee bean extract, and magnesium. Plus, even if you are on GLP-1 medications or a new mom pregnant or breastfeeding, Veracity is safe to take along with GLP-1 medications to aid in boosting your metabolism and appetite control. So learn from Allie and make the switch to Veracity. Head to veracityhealth.co and use code KYA for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off, and make sure you use my promo code KYA so they know I sent you. Hey, Scotty.
Hey, guys.
All right, so we asked the MMSF over on Facebook what the Pink Auras have to say about life advice, life hacks, and perspective. And they, of course, delivered. They delivered in a very wonderful way, very in-depth, and I encourage everyone to go read this thread. It is filled with the most amazing tidbits, and we just read them all.
Yeah, it's actually interesting because when I do these, I look for the shortest ones.
Yes.
Reason why? Because sometimes I fumble when I'm reading these, so I just pick the short ones.
Poor Scott.
But it was very interesting. Like all the pinks were saying the most pink things.
Yeah.
Everything we just talked about.
Yeah.
But it was weird because like they really did it in a yellow way.
Yeah.
Like they kind of listed them. Everything was like spaced out nicely. It looked really aesthetic looking, like their comments.
Oh yeah.
It looked kind of like a yellow did it, but put pink comments. Is there anything to that?
Yeah, pinks and yellows, they have a lot in common in terms of being visionaries. Like they like to kind of like lay things out. They have a vision and they get very attached to their vision. Yellows are like that too. Like here's the plan and this is how I want it executed. And pinks are like, well, here's the plan and that's how I want it executed. I think the difference is like the subject of the plan.
Yes.
You know, so like yellows might be like, here's the plan for organizing the garage and this is how I want it executed. And pinks are like, here's the plan I have for going to Paris and this is how I want it executed. So it's just kind of like they're going to do it in a different, more bubbly way. Yeah, that's that. But yes, they're organized.
Yeah,
pinks
was
are
very organized.
Pinks are organized. Pinks are organized like kids are organized. Like, you know, when you go into a kid's room and it appears messy, but then you really look at it and you're like, oh, wait a second. No, that's not a mess. That's where they keep all their sparkly pens. Okay, got it. Or that's not a mess. That is the pile of, you know, pony accessories. Okay, got it. Like, it looks like a mess, but it's not to them, you know?
Okay.
That's how I always, if you want to understand pinks, just think of like a child. And to me, that's helpful. Like when I read a pink, but they're not children mentally, you know what I mean? But just their attitude and their joyfulness comes from that. That's fun.
Well, I didn't pick many because they were too long for me to read, but I'll give you one here. Carly wrote, I thought this one was really interesting. My favorite advice is to never lose your inner child. Aww. I think it's so sad when people forget how to be silly and let loose. And then this part was very interesting to me. I don't know about all pinks, but being a grown-up is still so weird to me. Anytime something too adult happens to me, I just feel like I'm faking it. That is kind of interesting. Like, it is weird being an adult.
Yeah,
like,
isn't it?
Even like myself right now, like when I read that comment, I'm like, yeah, this is weird.
Like she really spoke to you.
It really spoke to me.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, yeah, it is weird to be an
pinks
adult.
have a good way of like just saying something so bluntly and honest and raw that you're like, yeah, that's true. You know? Yeah.
It is true.
Yeah. It's like, when did we all get grown up and boring?
I know.
We're so boring.
I know. Like, the other night we went out and we stayed out to like 11:30, midnight, something like that. And it was like weird, just like, wow. Because usually by 10 o'clock, I'm upstairs in bed watching Netflix or House Hunters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, people go out this late?
I know. You were like mesmerized.
I was like mesmerized. I couldn't even like believe it. Like, things are happening.
Yeah.
It's 11:30 and
I know.
There's like a whole life just like going on.
Yeah.
It's like weird. Like, when did I lose that?
Oh.
Carly, you are 100% right.
That's good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carly.
Thank you, Carly.
Pink perspective.
Yeah.
Jessica T wrote this in the words of Paris Hilton, who is also a pink. Treat every day like your birthday. Don't save the outfit or stuff for a special occasion. Just wear it and use it. I love that, because how many of us are like, oh, I got this special lotion, but I only use it minimally because I won't afford to be able to like replace it, or it's too special for every day.
Yeah.
No, put it on. That's like a mentality of lack. It's like a lack mentality. Yeah. And that actually creates more lack in your life, which is why pinks tend to have abundance mindset, because they're like, no, wear it. Like, I have a really special purse. Of course I'm wearing it. Like, I have a cute jacket. Yeah, I'm wearing that to the grocery store. Like, why would I save these shoes for a special occasion? Like, today's special. Today's like my birthday. I think that that's really great advice.
It is really, yeah, you know what?
I'm so inspired.
I agree with that too. I mean, sometimes I find myself doing that.
Yeah.
Like the opposite way. Like not doing it. Like not doing it in that moment. Like waiting for that certain time.
Yeah, it's like, what are we waiting for?
What am I waiting for?
Today's the day.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that.
I know.
Great advice. All right, Amanda writes, and I like this one because she did it she is confirmed blue to go pink.
Right.
So there's no yellow here, but it's like paragraphed off. She's got a pink heart before every statement.
Yeah. A lot of them did that. Yeah.
It's really interesting. So spend time with children and little furry friends. I saw that come up a lot. Furry friends comes up a lot. Be the sparkle in someone's life.
Oh.
Love that. Enjoy making moments super special. I personally love making every milestone for my toddler girls memorable.
Oh, that's sweet.
From their first day of school to their birthday photo shoots they have yearly. That's fantastic.
That's
fantastic.
Really nice. She makes moments.
Do not be afraid to be seen. Pink is hard to miss, and breaking out of the perceived is the best way to get closer to your authentic self. So do not be afraid to be your pink self.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
Amanda.
really good advice.
Great advice.
Don't be afraid to be seen.
Yes.
That is like, it's hard too for pinks because everyone notices them. It's harder for them to, like, I'm indigo. I can wallflower pretty easy. Like, I know how to go invisible pretty good. Pinks can't do that. People always notice them. Yeah. So that's just like, own it, sparkle. I love that. Thank you.
Yes.
Kate H, who is pink, yellow, writes, sometimes I feel like people use me for my pink energy, try to get a piece of it or siphon it off and then discard me once they get what they needed, only to reach out randomly when they need their fix again. Like I'm a shiny toy that looks best displayed on the shelf or something. I like that. I like that she knows that, and I like that she recognizes it. I think a lot of pinks, have had moments in life where they're like,
used for their pinks.
Totally used for their pinks.
Interesting.
And I thought that was interesting. She also wrote, our bodies and hormones are sensitive. From a very, very early age, my feminine body parts have had their issues. Caring for our femininity is a lifelong challenge. I do notice that a lot with pinks. I think that that's interesting. And then she also said one more thing I thought was really cool. An ordinary day becomes a holiday when I'm with you. That is her motto. Wake up and greet the sunrise with a smile, admire the clouds, run around the yard. She plays with her corgis, enjoy time with her Prince Charming, dress up, hair and makeup done, go shopping. She tries to really bring the magic into it, and she's just encouraging that.
This is making me want to spend a day with a pink.
Yes.
I haven't done that in a long time, and I feel I need a day with a pink.
You need a day with a pink, and you just have to do what they want to do.
Yeah, and if there are any pink guys listening, that too, guy pink,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying,
Scott's seeking a pink guy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That didn't come out right.
Yeah.
What else you have?
All right. Elisa writes, Best life advice. Play is not a waste of time. Adults don't have very many opportunities to just be free and have fun. Find an activity that lights you up and release the pressure to be good at it. Just experience the joy of doing it and let joy be the goal. I teach improv comedy and love to help adults of all ages lean into play. Students tell me how much they needed that in their lives. We all need it. And then she says, here's her life hack. I thought this was funny. When stressed out, make a little jokey joke. Life is heavy. Levity is needed. Humor is my favorite coping mechanism.
Okay.
I love that.
I love that, too.
Your jokey joke.
I mean, it is weird because, like, as you're reading this, and I read a couple, like, you really do get, like, the joy. Like,
you feel it.
Feel it.
I know.
And you kind of just want to do it because, like, society, just like, keeps you, like, so in a cage, and it's like, I just want to do that.
Remember last time we had the MMSF event, all the pinks kind of found each other. And I think I still have the video somewhere. They all like started line dancing like at the pool. That's like cool. They did, and then they all were wearing just like glitter and glitter boots and sparkles and skirts and pink, and they all went out somewhere, and I don't know where they went. Okay, but they went out in Fort
maybe
Lauderdale.
The elbow room. If you know Fort Lauderdale, you know the elbow room.
They went somewhere in Fort Lauderdale, and they just were a vibe, like just a real vibe, and everybody noticed it. It was just really fun. Okay.
Yeah, and I can see where people would get annoyed because they can't do it themselves. Like, they just can't bring themselves to get into that mindset. And that may be what upsets them.
Yeah, it's hard to be like, if you can't do it, like, I think pinks deal with this, like, if you can't get over yourself and just give into it,
then you get angry.
Then there could be an insecurity. And then it's masked as, who does she think she is?
Exactly.
Why is she attention seeking? Because honestly, like, if you want to wear your glitter boots and your glitter eyelashes and go out with them, they're like, yeah, girl, you're gorgeous. Let's come with us.
Yeah.
Like, no, they don't judge, but they get judged a lot.
I can see that. See, I don't know if I can bring myself there, but I don't mind that they're doing it.
Right,
That's
same.
where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Like, I love the pinks. I love that they exist. I have a hard time sometimes going all the way, but I don't do that thing.
Part of me wants to go full pink.
Oh my God. Pink guys. For some reason, Scott's looking for you. Find him. All right. Jesse writes, throw that pink punch as much as needed. I think it's important to stand up for ourselves, even if it means throwing tantrums like a 5-year-old. Luckily, I think this is a privilege unique to us pinks. This kind of tantrum behavior from us is more easily forgiven than if others do it. Ha ha. That's what Jesse writes. I thought that was funny.
I like that.
And then Sheila wrote, okay, can I share terrible life advice? Hi. 1, stay in the bubble. Watch TV or read a book. Go shopping. Think about it later. 2, I'm sure it'll magically work out somehow. And 3, I'll just manifest the money I need.
Yep. Almost every comment had manifesting in it.
Yeah. They just do it. Somebody wrote this one. Oh, I love this one. Cassandra wrote, eat whatever you want. Yeah. Order the cotton candy milkshake. Ooh. Maybe not all the time, but please do it once in a while. And then she also said, wear whatever you want. Have a wardrobe of only pink and leopard print if you want. I love that. Yeah. And then she just keeps going, like, pick whatever job you want. Literally, whatever job. Sounds like the most fun. I don't know why this is funny. Shows always need performers. There will always be people watching travel vloggers. Gyms are always needing yoga teachers. There has been no better time to start your own business or change lanes than right now.
All right. Good pink advice.
I mean, this is some advice.
It really is.
Christina writes, stay cute, stay sparkly. Don't worry about the haters.
Good.
I mean,
love it.
Pinks, we love you.
Great advice. It's
MMSF
contagious.
Pinks
It's contagious.
Are just, they really lift a vibe. They're very helpful. We're so thankful for you.
Well,
moving on.
Speaking of, we'll do a quick overtime.
This has to be overtime.
Yeah.
This has to be overtime.
Yeah. Speaking of eating whatever you want.
You should probably go. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it's on you.
It's on you.
This is not a big deal. Unless you actually caught this.
Okay.
Which I did not, and you did not. But, so we went to Chili's the other day.
Went to Chili's.
Great restaurant,
Yeah, Chili's.
You might have heard of it.
Took the kids.
Chain, yep.
Yeah, so the Chili's, something about Chili's,
Yeah.
It's like, you like Chili's, everyone's like, yeah, triple dipper.
Triple dipper, yeah, whatever it's called. And, so get my meal, and I think I got I don't know what I got, the triple dipper.
Sure,
I don't know what I got.
You got the triple dipper.
And, I tell her, and I think the waitress, she might have been pink.
She was pink.
She was pink? Was she pink?
She was pink.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to be good here. Little good. Can't be great at Chili's.
Triple dipper.
Let's be honest. You can't be really good at Chili's, but be a little good at Chili's.
Right.
Instead of the fries,
right,
I asked the waitress for a salad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, everyone's going to be proud of me. I'm getting salad.
Yes.
No fries. And, whatever, fine. And then literally the waitress takes the order, leaves, and I get bombarded.
Well, all three of us just stare at
me. What are you doing? I'm like, what? What do you mean? You ordered a salad? Like, you didn't know about this? What's going on? And, apparently there's a massive poop your pants if you eat some salad.
A poop your pants parasite.
Yeah, poop your pants parasite going on.
So we're at Chili's and Scott's like, I'll have the side salad, and we're all just like in shock. Like, where have you been, buddy? And the waitress leaves, and we're like, and Bree's the first one that said it. She's like, that has the parasite. You can't get that. Because it's like, we didn't know.
Yeah.
At this point, I guess, allegedly,
Another chain
is causing it with their lettuce.
The poop your pants parasite.
The poop your pants parasite. But we didn't know at the Chili's time. Yeah. So we're like, oh my God, no. And then you like chase down the lady.
I just started running around Chili's.
Excuse me. But then you overshare. So you find the waitress and you're like, excuse me. And you're like, instead of the salad, I think I'll just get the fries. Because the kids told me about the poop your pants parasite. And then she's pink. So she's like, totally, don't get that. We can't have that.
Yeah, she was really...
Yeah, she didn't blink an eye.
No, she didn't. And she was very... you gotta understand, here I am running around this restaurant. Because once they told me that, I'm like, I'm going crazy now. Like in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I can't.
Oh my God.
Because like at first I'm like, no, this is not gonna happen.
Well, we didn't, we're like, it lasts 6 weeks.
And then I looked at you, I'm like, do I really have to change? Because I really was gonna get the salad. And you guys were just looking at me like, no,
I wouldn't get that.
And that's
on you.
Yeah. I mean, no one ever tells you to eat the fries over the salad, so I knew it had to be serious.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like just in panic mode trying to find her before she puts the order in.
Yeah.
And she was very, nice.
But this is the summer of the poop your pants parasite.
Usually it's the summer of the shark. That hasn't happened yet.
They haven't talked about that because this parasite's so crazy. And I guess my question is, what aura color has the best time with avoiding
it?
foods that carry the poop your pants parasite, which you named, not me.
Right. I would say normally,
and that's why it's overtime.
Like I would think, like it would like a red guy would be the one that would be the least susceptible because he's not going to eat the salad. Red guy, I'm not going to get the salad. I'm going to get the fries. I'm a man.
I don't know. Yeah, so, or purples wouldn't have a hard time because purples are like, oh, okay, I can avoid like fruits and vegetables for a while.
So who really likes the green, like the yellows?
I think the turquoise yellows would have a hard time. Turquoise yellows.
Yeah, turquoise maybe.
Because turquoise yellows are like real holistic-y. So they would have a hard time. What else? I would think like any yellows. I think yellows.
What about the pinks? Would the pinks go for
salad?
No,
the pinks are fine. They're just going to go sugar. They're like, it's fine.
Sure. Just
they have like the food pyramid of Buddy the Elf. So they're like.
The cotton candy. Was it the cotton candy? Milkshake?
Right. They're just cotton candy, but like they're fine.
Okay.
And I feel like, maybe like a lot of the yellows, maybe some greens. Depends on your green. Because some greens are very picky. Like greens are usually kind of picky or they're not picky at all. So it's one or the other. So if you're a green and then you really only eat certain foods and then those include like the parasite foods, like that would be hard.
My other question about this poop your pants parasite is how do you now I'm speaking for friends.
Okay.
Like how do you know that's what you got? Because sometimes that happens. Like speaking for other people, not myself. This has happened before, to people. And like
how do you know it's not just regular?
Yeah. How do you know
your pants?
Like how do you know you just didn't have clams at a bad time or something,
Not you.
Not me. But, sometimes a person has clams and they don't realize they're kind of allergic to clams. That could happen.
Or just like the coffee at this one place we go to.
Yeah. I think over these 7 years, we must have mentioned this at least one time, but there's a coffee place that I used to go to. My friend used to go to.
Yeah, not you.
Not me. And, or what about with the dentist? If I have to go to the dentist, I will never have an issue with constipation. We told you could leave people.
You don't have to be here, people.
Okay, because
this is overtime. I didn't know he was going to share this.
And I'll tell you why I'll never have a constipation issue.
Okay.
Because all you have to do in the morning is tell me I have a dentist appointment or a doctor's appointment.
Right.
And the problem's going to be
full
solved.
Release.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know what it is, but. Yeah.
Apparently, this comes with muscle ache.
How do you know?
This comes with muscle ache.
Okay.
And vomiting.
Okay.
And like nausea.
All right. So it's a little different.
Yeah. Okay. And also like explosive.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Never mind.
No, I'm just going through memory lane here of people I knew. But
right.
Remember the one time I played this game called Donkey Ball?
Oh my God! Yes.
Okay, now this is horrible for the animals. I was young.
This was a long time ago.
Don't hold me to this. Can
I set it up?
Yeah, set it up.
Scott used to teach at a rural school district.
Yes.
And they had a tradition of bringing donkeys from a farm in, and they went into the gym. This was a big deal in the town.
It was huge. And by the way, I don't.
No, we would never do it now. But this was, I'm going to say,
it was my first year.
It was his first year at the new school, and you have to like participate in everything. He's like, okay, I'll play donkey ball. Basically, you play basketball on the back of a donkey.
Yeah.
And the donkeys they're not. Were they even saddled? I don't even think so.
No, I think I was. Yeah, I don't remember.
But you had to you could only shoot a basket if you were on a donkey.
Right, and you could move on the donkey if the donkey decided
to move, but they don't.
Right, they don't really move. So then you throw the ball to the next person that's on the donkey.
Yeah.
And you can only get a point if you're on the donkey.
Right.
Okay.
This was a big deal in this rural school.
So I played donkey ball.
I love how you say donkey.
Donkey ball.
Donkey.
I'm back to. That's how they said it where I worked.
Okay.
Donkey.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like rural south of Buffalo.
Right. Very rural.
And then, everyone came to watch me. Everyone was very supportive.
Yes.
And you guys all came out to watch me play.
We did,
Your family came out. Your parents came out. And then we went to an Italian restaurant in East Aurora, right near where I used to work.
Yeah.
Italian restaurant.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah. And it was about a 15-minute ride home. That
forgot about this.
I did not know if I was going to make it.
I think part of marriage is, have you been married if you've never held a plastic bag up and been like, do you need this to your husband? Are you going to need this plastic bag for your butt?
Right. By some miracle.
I promise I'll still love you.
Some miracle. I got back to Orchard Park.
Have you been married long enough? Or has that not happened to you yet?
But by some miracle, we got back to Orchard Park. But I did not leave the apartment. We lived in an apartment at that time for at least 24 hours.
You were just like, in the bathroom.
It was horrific.
Well, imagine that for 6 weeks.
Right. And how do you know you didn't get it from playing donkey ball?
Would you think it was from the food or from the donkey? Like, maybe you didn't wash your hands good enough? Or what do you think?
Well, I would assume... I've eaten at that restaurant. I had eaten at that restaurant a few times before. I don't think I can again. But
no.
I would assume it was something with the donkey.
Yeah.
And the food.
Something.
I don't know, like something.
I'm sure.
But there's my question. How do you know it's not from playing donkey ball? It is from the lettuce.
Wow. I hope you all got visuals. I think I actually have photos of that. I think I have photos which I can put on Know Your... I'll try to find the photos. Yeah, I'll try to find the photos and I'll put them on the @Know Your Aura Pod on IG.
Yeah.
Just because that's a long time. Oh my God.
That first year that I worked
I wonder if they still do that.
Yeah, they made me do a lot of things there that I shouldn't have done. Like they also had a racetrack in town.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
They put me in a race car. I thought I was going to die. I totally thought I was going to die.
It's like this racetrack that was totally just like the community run it.
Yeah.
And they just like, well, here's a car. And you're just like, what? And they're like, race. Without a helmet.
Yeah.
Did you even have a helmet? I don't remember.
I had a helmet.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
God.
I had a helmet, but...
You were going so
I'm not
slow.
a big Indy 5... What is it called? Daytona 500 NASCAR fan.
Yes.
But going over those curves is insane. It was hard.
Well, you were on all the way at the...
all the way out there.
And then it's like, it's a racetrack, so like it was weird. It was like...
It goes up and down.
Up and down?
Yeah.
And I can't believe you did that.
I thought I was going to... I came in last place, by the way. Or second to last place.
Well, you went slow. Thank God.
Slow, but I thought I was going to hit the wall.
Yes.
But yeah,
I thought you were going to flip over at one point because you were like on the wall and you were kind of like...
Yeah, that's what
horizontal.
It felt. That's what it felt like.
I forgot. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Wait, what else did they make you do?
They made me do a lot of things because like here I am, like I grew up on Long Island, a little bit more.
Yeah.
And all these rural things they were making me do.
Yeah, it was a lot of like humiliation rituals. But then you fit in eventually. It just took them a real long time to accept you.
Oh, it did. I mean, the first time, I remember this too, like it snowed.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
and it was a lot.
They would get a lot of snow. Worse than,
it was
bad.
At least a foot of snow.
Wait, yeah.
And I called in. I'm like, I'm not coming in. The crap I took the next.
Oh my God!
What do you mean? That was a dusting.
Hey, city boy.
Hey, city boy. What do you mean?
Yeah,
it barely snowed.
Oh my God! Like, did you get a nickname?
They ripped me. I think I did for like a year. I could not. Like, how'd you call in for that? Like,
oh my God!
Everyone else, no one else called in. By the way, I was the only one that called in.
Oh my God!
I thought it was like a blizzard. They thought it was like a dusting.
Yeah.
So
that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy that time. They loved you, and it was a really tiny school.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Interesting.
Well, anyways, this podcast is just for you.
And we hope you don't get
avoid the parasite.
Avoid the
parasite.
Guys?
All right.
Yeah.
This podcast is for you and about you, and we're so glad you spent some time with us today.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why customers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.